Now, staying with all things royal, the Duchess of Cambridge is due to have her first baby any day now, of course, but we're still asking the same questions we were asking a week ago. When's the due date? Will it be a boy or a girl? And what will the royal couple name at their firstborn? Well, with me now to discuss this further is our news reporter, Anne-Marie Tomczyk. Anne-Marie, do you have the answers? When is this baby going to arrive? We're all on tenterhooks.
If I had the answers, I would be a very, very rich woman. The whole world's media has descended on London and they are asking all of the same questions and none of them know the answer. Now, of course, originally the due date was expected to be the 13th of July. That was the original date that everyone expected. That was never a line that came out from the palace, so it's unknown where this came from. But then later this week, we heard that the 19th of July was going to be the due date. And then Carol Middleton, Kate's mother, she allegedly told a friend that she's expecting the baby to be a Leo, which would indicate that it'd be born on the 22nd of July. So still lots of other dates being put out there.
It's always the mother's place, isn't it, to let slip a final detail. Another key question that everyone is desperately wanting to know and putting bets on as well is what's it going to be called? And as well as the traditional suggestions out there, there's some rather brilliant left of centre suggestions being put forward by various celebrities as well.
Yes, some celebrities are suggesting their own names, like the likes of London Mayor Boris Johnson. So we could have a Prince Boris, perhaps.
That would be brilliant.
Or a Prince David. David Beckham has suggested his own name. He thinks that's a fine name. It is quite a nice name. But the favourites for boys' names are James and George. And for girls, the top name is Alexandra, and that's the name of Queen Elizabeth, that's her middle name, and of William's godmother. So it's a popular name, but you'd wonder whether or not all of this anticipation would actually have any real effect on what name they actually do end up picking, and whether or not there's any real purpose to it. But of course there is a purpose because the bookies are making lots of money from all the people putting their bets on.
I understand that Ladbrokes is also putting Psy, the name of the Korean artist behind Gangnam Style, forward as well.
5,000 to 1. So you might not want to put your money on that one.
Let's also talk about ways that are being suggested to Kate through all the various media outlets that she can help this baby arrive a little bit sooner.
Yes, women have their ways, in which they think about how they can entice the baby to come out into the world. And some of the suggestions being made are have a hot curry, like a vindaloo. Apparently it can spur on the contractions. Blowing up balloons is another one that's been mentioned, which I found quite surprising, but it encourages it exercises the abdominal muscles, so you're getting some exercise in that area. And also, speaking of exercise, taking a walk is supposed to be a good one, or walking on steps.
Okay, Anne-Marie, many thanks for that. Anne-Marie Tomczyk there.